Hello there, everybody. It is Moon Goddess, Norwegian Witch, or Angela, also known as Bariatric Girl 1969, all one word, and the Gatekeeper of the Innocent, and First Lady Blue Eyes. I know it's a lot to take in. Well, anyhow, I'm going to light my candle here, a little tea light, to set the mood here. You hear my roosters in the background. I love living in the country, I swear. But anyhow, on another note, I hope everybody is doing simply fabulous, and I am doing well myself. So anyway, today I want to bring some positivity and I guess more stories. I guess I love to tell people about my life, and and of course I have to be transparent about certain things and all, because of the guidelines, of course. But I do encourage positivity and sharing. So hopefully, if you like what I am talking about and everything, and it motivates you, then that's even better, because this is obviously a very new channel for me, and I'm 56 years old, for those of you that don't know me. I'm from Oregon originally, and I live in Georgia now. I've been here since I was about 12, 13-ish, I guess, and gotta have my coffee, but it's actually mushroom coffee. I just keep my little containers, I dirty up everything. But anyway, I wanted to share, you guys, because I always start off every day. I hate the flies that are coming around. I have my back door open. But, every day, see, I do my affirmations. I have like all kinds of things here. And, I make them. And I do intention setting, and I'll get into more of that too. So, and I also do, let's see, morning affirmations, afternoon affirmations, and evening. And I'm actually trying to, set things in place to do that here. Because I know I've looked high and dry all over YouTube and other places too, to find evening affirmations and stuff. And it's kind of hard to find, because I can't always find it, But, I want to make sure that I start doing that, because I think that everybody needs that motivation, and the extra support, like in the end of the evening, afternoon, whatever. Everybody's all on different shifts or whatever. But I actually have some right here, and these I actually crafted myself in my own words. And I'm a little different than others, and some of them maybe you've heard before, but in a different context. And I have ADHD, and I have dyslexia, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, a number of things. Yeah, but you know what? I'm a survivor. I'm a warrior. I'm the gatekeeper. And I have that name for a reason. I also wrote a book and so forth. It's actually a series. The actual novel, The Gatekeeper of the Innocent, has not yet came out yet, but just a series. It's the combination of true and fictional, true and, there's some truth in it, and then some not, like fantasy, whatever. But a lot of it is to probably protect the lives of the people in question in my book. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and go with the affirmations for the afternoon. Okay, so I'm going to read 15 of them, okay? Even though I have like 50, but, and I want you to really take the time and just think about this and how it may resonate with you. Number 1 is, I pause to breathe and realign with my purpose, excuse me. Number 1 again is, I pause to breathe and realign with my purpose. Now let's think about that. Like, sometimes you have to pause, take a breath, and realign yourself for your purpose, whether it's your life purpose or your purpose for the day. And with that being said, I'm going to show you something real quick here that I'm actually gonna, I forget what website it's on, but I actually pulled it. It's free. And okay, right here. These are just like basic daily affirmations, and you can like fill these out. You see this right here? And basically, it says I am, then it has like these places for you to check mark, and then it has like a couple of them that you can fill in yourself, whatever you'd like. Like, adventurous is 1, brave, brilliant, capable, confident, determined, imaginative, independent, vivacious. Okay? And then over here it says, and today I will, and then these are the different things to do, plus it also has spaces, empty spaces for you to fill. Be confident, be fearless, go on an adventure, inspire others and be inspired, learn something new, live life to its fullest, love and be loved, practice kindness and compassion. And then the other open spaces. Then right here, okay, it has 3 little things here. It says, my top 3 core values are, and they can change from day to day. This is just daily, you know, and every day it may be different. And then here, there's a section here that says, a person I will care about is blank, and today I will, and then it says, pay them a meaningful comment or tell them how much I care. And then express appreciation for them being in my life. Tell them something that's bothering me and feel comforted. Offer to listen if they have something on their mind. Give and receive affection. And then 2 blank spaces. And then on this section over here, on the other side of the page, it says, a challenging person is blank, and today I will. And then it has the check mark spaces here, and you could also add your own. Avoid or ignore them and channel my energy into my daily tasks and activities. Another option is maintain dignity and self-control, not allowing my emotions to rule. And then another one is pick my battles, and then practice assertiveness. And then another one is view their words and actions as a reflection of them, not me. And then the 2 empty spaces. And then at the very bottom, this is really cute. Whoa. It says, my superpower today is, and then it has coffee, fuzzy socks, optimism, mom powers, my therapist, a good night's rest, cute kitten videos, and a blank spot. And then, of course, I forgot all about this right here on the opposite side here. It says, my goal for today is, and then it leaves a little space for you to fill it out. Okay? So I attach that to all of the ones that I do. And anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and get back to this. But, you know, this is why I wanted to mention that, because of the first affirmation of the afternoon. Because, well, I'll explain that in a bit. Anyway, how it works together. Number 2 is, the Creator's light renews me in this moment. Again, number 2 is, the Creator's light renews me in this moment. And just so you know, every single one of you, all of us, we are all creators. So don't think for a second that you're not a creative person. Maybe you just have not found what it is that you enjoy doing and that you're really good at. Or maybe it's something that you're embarrassed about. But don't be embarrassed. Don't be, you know. The only person that can validate you is yourself. You and yourself only can validate you. Always remember that. You're special. I'll get to that too. Number 3, I am grounded in peace no matter the pace of the day. Again, number 3, I am grounded in peace no matter the pace of the day. Okay? So no matter how your day is going, stay grounded. Okay? Whether you're having a really crazy day and you're trying to do this and trying to do that, take your time. Take your time. You know, keep yourself grounded. That's very important. You know, you got to keep your calm. And refer back to number 1, you know, about I pause to breathe and realign with my purpose. Okay? So take that pause. Ground yourself. Okay? Number 4, my strength is steady and my spirit is calm. Again, number 4 is my strength is steady and my spirit is calm. And number 5, I welcome balance into my afternoon. Did you hear that? Number 5 again is I welcome balance into my afternoon. Number 6, every breath brings me back to center. And that goes back to the pausing and realigning and breathing, okay? I'll repeat that again. Number 6 is every breath brings me back to center. You want to center, focus yourself, okay? Number 7, I choose patience, okay, over pressure. Again, number 7 is I choose patience over pressure. Now, every day in our lives, we experience all types of pressure. Pressure from work, pressure from school, pressure from society, pressure from just everything, everybody, you know? And just know that you don't have to worry about that. Just, you know, be patient, you know, align yourself, you know, and it's going to be okay. Just choose patience, you know. It may seem harder to do, but it's really not. Once you learn, and I'll be doing more videos and teaching and how to do so, okay? Number 8, I honor the work I have done and the work still to come. Number 8 again, I'll repeat. I honor the work I have done and the work still to come. Always celebrate everything. Honor yourself. Any accomplishment, honor yourself, okay? I know maybe some of you are maybe like, oh, that's crazy. But no, it's actually, it has its rewards, you know? It's the way it makes you feel, you know, you got to honor yourself. Just honor yourself, you know, in whatever it is that you do, you know, take that time for you to honor yourself, okay? Number 9, I am surrounded by divine support in every task, okay? Number 9 again, I am surrounded by divine support in every task, okay? And that's whatever your spirituality, whatever you believe in, you know, and, you know, like I hear a lot of people say universe and everything. There's nothing wrong with that, or the highest, God, the creator, Yahusha, Yahweh, you know, whoever it is that is your supporter that surrounds you. And all, sorry about that. No, there's coughing in the background. Sorry. Number 10, my mind is clear and my focus is sharp. Okay? Again, I will say again, my mind is clear and my focus is sharp. Okay? So you want to try to keep your mind clear and all, and your focus on whatever it is that you're doing or trying to do. Focus on that. Keep your mind clear. Like, stay on that. And it's, you know, with me, it's, you know, I have ADHD and dyslexia and stuff, and sometimes it's hard for me, you know, to stay on it. So if that means you have to set yourself reminders with Alexa, I don't want to say it too loud because Alexa picks up on things, and do a bunch of reminders and all, or on your phone and set the alarms and have them go off every day at a certain time for whatever it is that you're doing to stay focused on something. Do that. Okay, I have to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, number 11, I trust the timing of all things today. Again, number 11 is I trust the timing of all things today. So however things may play out, the timing, whatever, trust the fact, trust the process, okay? Because everything will work out. Okay, and number 12 is I release any tension that has built up this morning. Again, number 12 is I release any tension that has built up this morning. So if you started out today and maybe it wasn't going as though you wanted to, you know, you got to release it. Just say, hey, God, I'm going to release this and all because this is not serving me. I need to focus on positivity and everything's going to be okay. Take the time out. Take 1 minute. Focus and say it. Release it. Release any tension. Number 13, I welcome creative solutions into my work. Again, number 13 is I welcome creative solutions into my work. And I don't mean work like as far as like your job necessarily, but whatever that it is that basically that you're working on and all. It could be writing a book, building a chicken coop, you know, that's work, you know, cooking, you know, organizing, whatever, that's work. That's something that you're doing, okay? Right here. So number 14 is I am a vessel of peace in every interaction. Again, I will say number 14 is I am a vessel of peace in every interaction. So from day to day, we may come across people or situations that are out of our control, okay? So basically, like with that being said and all, try to keep that mindset of peacefulness, okay? Don't allow for people, others, irregardless of how things are, don't allow them to take your joy, okay? I mean, not everything works out the way that we expect it to work out, but that's okay. That's life, you know? But don't let anybody take your joy, all right? So just focus on that and all, and focus on your own inner peace and all. Even if you don't agree with it, and you know what, you don't have to prove yourself, and you don't have to have like a conversation and back and forth and all about who's right, who's wrong, or whatever. Feel it, and as long as you know it and you feel it and all, there's no need to even say it because you know it. Say it to yourself though, of course, you know. Number 15, last but not least, because I'm going to end it there and then we're going to go on to something else, is I trust that I am exactly where I need to be right now. Okay? Again, number 15, I trust that I am exactly where I need to be right now. All right. I can see that. And I'm going to get a pen here just so I don't, when I do afternoon affirmations again, I know where I stopped. Okay. All right. And today is, by the way, September the 9th, 2025. All right. All right. Now, that's my afternoon affirmations, okay? And story time. I'm going to share with you because I love to share, okay? Now, this was mine of what I did today, and I'm not completely, totally finished with it, but I put, let's see, this is that same sheet that I was telling you guys about right there, okay? And I didn't fill out anything else yet. But let's see. Under my I am, this is daily affirmations for self-love, actually, by the way, just FYI. I am, and I chose brave, capable, confident, determined, imaginative, and independent. And then, and today I will, and then I checked be content, be fearless, inspire others, and be inspired. Then my top 3 core values today are honesty, family, and peace. And the other parts I've not filled out yet. And it's okay. And like, say for instance, I've even like under a person I care about. I mean, yeah, a person that I care about today. And I will, you can say yourself too. And all, and then I would check off and I would just cross out. That's just something I like to do, pay myself meaningful compliment or tell myself how much I care about myself or just something, and it doesn't always have to be towards another individual. Now, I'm sure we all know about the 369 or Project 369, right? And the laws of attraction. And there's a lot of people that will tell you that, oh, the best way to do it is, say the exact same thing, 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the afternoon. 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times in the evening. There are no rules, okay? There are no rules. But one thing I can tell you is you totally need to check out, what is it? The method that Nikola Tesla has done, and then the sacred geometry behind everything. And just, so we're very clear here. This right here, even though, yes, I am a witch, but not a witch like in the contents that, the context that I do bad things or whatever, I'm a healer, okay? I treat things naturally or whatever, I'm not going to say I don't use regular medication because I do, but just so you know, it's not an evil thing. Witches, yes, very much can believe in God. I do. I love God. And sometimes you may even hear me refer to thank you, universe, or whatever. But this is the one thing I want to stress to everybody, okay? Because there's so much controversial things, and I'm not a controversial type person. I'm not going to get into like a big, crazy debate about things. I did when this other channel used to be up, but no longer. That is out, and you were able to talk about anything, literally, and not get your page taken down, which I really missed. I miss it quite a bit. But anyway, somebody had asked about, they created a debate about God versus the universe, because the person thought that the universe was evil. Well, no, that's not even close. God created everything, including the universe. Okay. And so if I say that, I'm still acknowledging, but I mean, I acknowledge God every single day, and I thank him because, to allow me to wake up another day to help impact another person's life. And we all have bad days. I do too, but anyway, I'm going to read you my affirmations that I did for today. Okay. And then I'll share with you some other things that are important as well. I want you to know. Okay, this is what I put. I put number 1, I am aligning with my soul with endless prosperity. And that could be in anything. And it's not necessarily about money or anything like that. It could be prosperity with everything in all types, Same thing like with abundance. You can be abundantly, creative. You could have a great abundance in finances or friends, anything. And number 2 is I am grateful that this gift of light and life grows more divine with my positive intentions. And I am so thankful for the gift of today. And God shines his light into my soul so that I may share my joy and lessons with others. See that right there? Let's see. See, I acknowledge God right there. Okay? Okay, and now for the afternoon. And you don't have to, because I know some people's schedules are very, very busy. There's nothing wrong with filling it out like all at one time. Like I wake up at 4:35 or something in the morning sometimes, and I'll fill the whole thing out for the day because I might have a lot of different things that I do throughout the day, and I want to make sure that I get it in there so I don't feel so scrambled later. And if I think of something else that I want to add to it, I could always come back later and add to it. Let's see, my 6 for the afternoon. Okay, and of course, you want to repeat that 6 times. Same thing like, basically every one that you do. Your morning, whichever ones that you chose, say them out loud, So for the afternoon, I chose number 1, my mindset is aligned with positive thoughts, which creates room for better opportunities in my life. Number 2, my mindset is aligned with positive thoughts, which creates room for better opportunities in my life. Number 3, my mindset is aligned with positive thoughts, which makes my life the best ever. See how I changed it up? Number 4, being myself draws positivity from all around because I am as authentic and my inner light shines outward. Number 5, I value each day because I am imperfectly perfect and do my best to be a better version of myself. Number 6, today I receive unlimited riches and abundance in all forms to keep, use, and to share with others. And that's true. I love, 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 love to share with other people. Okay, because I have a thing, sharing is caring, and that can go in many different forms. Okay. Okay, and then for my evening ones, my affirmations, I wrote, number 1, I proclaim every day as a triumph and overcome and accept all into my life to learn from. Number 2, I wake up and I end each day with positivity. Number 3, I am taking each day with loving kindness. Number 4, I am a visionary that turns into real realities. Number 5, I end my day with gratefulness for everything I've learned. Number 6, I am accepting of what God has given to me and use it wisely. Okay? Number 7, I declare that my life is an expression of my divine abilities. Number 8, I am grateful by divine love and peacefulness. Number 9, I am devoted to make the world a better place and pay it forward with words of kindness and hope for all. Okay? All right. And then I do another one. It's called a daily reflection and an affirmation. It basically, like, it's like a check-in, like to see how you're doing and stuff too. But before I do that, I just want to let you know here, like, as far as like moon phase ritual calendars, okay, like say like we're in September now, okay, like let's see, today is the 9th, okay, so the ritual note is visual growth, okay, then September 10th is, and write these down, okay, you know, and you can get a regular notebook or whatever, and you don't have to have, you don't have to print it out all fancy. I'm just a little extra and everything, you know. But so do one for visualize growth, and then do another one for take action. That would be on tomorrow, September 10th. September 11th is refine goals, okay? Then September 12th is manifest and celebrate. Then September 13th is express gratitude. And then September 14th is release what no longer serves you. September 15th, that's when you rest and you reflect. Then on September 16th, you start to set your intentions, okay, for the week or whatever, okay, and then it goes right back in the same order. So in those orders and everything, you can do a different page for different ones, make copies of them. And when you do, like, here's a perfect prime example. I've got some right here next to me, which is what I wanted to pretty much tell you guys, show you. And also basically, okay, this is, these are just setting intention worksheets. So basically the phase is to set intentions, instruction. Use this worksheet to explore your thoughts, feelings, and plans related to set intention stage. Reflect honestly and write as much detail as possible. It's just like that. That's it. Nothing fancy. Then of course, that's a whole bunch of those. And then I did another one here for rest and reflection right there, worksheet. Just helps me because with my OCD and dyslexia and everything, it helps keep me focused. And then I did another one. Okay, here's the one for refining goals worksheet right here. Choose 1 to 3 goals to refine. Okay, this one's just a tad bit different. Okay, and that's step 1. Okay, step 2 is refining questions. Is this still important to me right now out of the 3 that you chose, okay, from step 1 of, the 3 goals that, you want to work on, okay? And then part 2 of that step 2 is, has my reason for wanting this changed? And then the next question for that is, what is the smallest, simplest next step towards it? Then the last part of step 2 question is there anything about this goal that I should let go of or adjust? And then step 3, rewrite goal in clear, simple words, okay? So you can rewrite it right there. And then step 4, intention statement. This is an example. I refine this goal, say your goal, and then say, I refine this goal and your goal under the guidance of my higher self. Every step I take is clear, aligned, and supported. And you could end it with amen or whatever, a magical boost or whatever. You can, light a candle. Certain colors have different representations or whatever. You can, spray, Florida water. They have lavender scented or whatever. It just makes it more personalized, I guess. It's just, more of a personal thing, I think, with me. And I just think it works out really well. And then, of course, I have the take action worksheet, which same thing pretty much like from the other one, not this particular one. And okay, and that's another copy of that. Okay, then I have my daily 369 affirmation things right here, right there. And you could write there in the morning, 3 times in the morning. And I leave it blank because I don't know how long it's going to be. So I don't want to put 1, 2, 3. And then immediately, it's, you know, there's nowhere to write or whatever. Okay. So that's for that one. And then, of course, oh yeah, let's see. And then right after that one there and all, there's another one that I have that's, you know, because I always staple them together. And that's called Daily Reflection and Affirmation Journal, either page 1 or page 2, because I have 2 different types and everything, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's where you put the date. Always put your the date on all of them. Every one, all sheets, even if you staple them together. So that way, if you ever, you know, and save them, don't throw them away. And then the date, the day, and then how are you feeling today? So basically you put down exactly how you're feeling. Where are your thoughts directed? What are you grateful for today? What emotions are you processing today? And then, you know, and it leaves the space for you if you want to put some more affirmations that you can, you know. And another one of my favorite ones is, you know, because there's like a part 2, there's a part 1 or part 2. I think I like the part 2 one more. Because it actually, you know, it's a little bit more, I guess, in depth, I guess, in asking questions. I was going to see if I could try to find it right here. Okay, wait. Is this the one? Uh-oh. No, that's not it. But that's okay. But I know I have one. Yep, right here. Okay. Let's see, right here. How are you feeling today is one. And then where are your thoughts directed? What are you grateful for? What emotions are you processing? Oh, release phrase of the day. Like, you know, I release with love. Always when you're releasing something, always it's important because you don't want to be, oh, let's just say, mean or whatever about it, if that makes sense. Put I release with love the ones that, you know, trigger me or don't have my best intentions and all, you know, for the betterment of my well-being, you know. And then of course, right after that, there's gratitude closing statement. I put, I am so grateful the world is so beautiful and I can start over again and with success, confidence, health, and being wealthy in many different ways. And then it has a place for additional thoughts or notes as well. You know, I like that one quite a bit, you know, quite a bit. So back to mine from today. Okay. So let's see. My my daily reflection today for September 9th, 2025, Tuesday. How are you feeling today? Adored, grateful, loved, empathic. I'll explain that in a minute. Joyful, committed to positivity, clarity, divineness, and authentic. Where are your thoughts directed? My lessons, my life experiences, my friends that I meet each day, all that I have and will have. What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for God's grace and allowing me to be here. My love for nature in all forms, my family, friends, pets, creativity, my inner glow, and so much more. What emotions are you processing? I put empathy for others, blissfulness, joyfulness, sacredness, peacefulness, loving, cherished, and mindful. And then my affirmations, I decided to put an extra affirmation. Every day my spirit is aligned with divine prosperity and abundance in all forms. You see that right there? That's the big thing, in all forms. So, and then Okay, and then today's thing is visualize growth worksheet, right? So I feel a very wide variety of emotions, like especially empathy for others, happiness, but it's more than just that. Gratefulness, thankfulness, and seeing the good in every situation. My vision, although are clear, but do shift and change for my well being. And others' well being and real situations that may impact me to do or see more. Like like before, I used to be programmed to expect the worst so I wouldn't be disappointed. But now I embrace that every situation and I see the positivity. Sorry, I'm trying to talk over somebody coughing. See the positivity of everything. It is all about choosing, and that's very important. You want to choose, okay? I choose to be happy. I choose to be on purpose. I choose to just be me. I choose to continue whatever I want, knowing I am divine, flawed, imperfectly perfect in my own unique but beautiful ways. I see and choose to see the good in everyone, every situation, and put my well being as priority. Because if I am not at my best, how can I show or help others to be their truest true self, and forgiveness and all to self and love self first, then always forgive others. Always make sure you always forgive others. And now, I now, when practicing, you know, I can truly visualize, my truest potential and do achieve unlimited opportunities. I choose myself today. I choose life. And I choose to be joyful, grateful, abundance in all areas. Stop self-sabotaging and being unapologetically myself and learn from experiences to be the best self ever. That's what I put today. Okay? Then, this is just a little extra one here. But this one here, it's a peace within, a self-forgiveness and powering reclaiming page, a sacred journaling page for your emotional release and healing. This page is for your safe container of releasing shame, guilt, resentment, and for pulling your power back, to yourself. Take a few deep breaths, light a candle, and sip on whatever your favorite drink is and let yourself feel every word that you write, and just write whatever it is that you want to write. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Okay, so reflection prompts. Okay, I forgive myself for, I put raising Cain when I let my emotions take me to that level at times. Okay, I am proud of myself because I try to learn from experiences to set a better example for all others, but we all are human, and I am proud because I learn something each day. The lies I believed about myself are unworthiness, self-shaming, expect the worst and hope for the best, so that way I wouldn't be disappointed. The truth I choose now, always expect the best results and take pride and and take pride in an unselfish but graceful and grateful way. So graceful and grateful. And then I reclaim my power from, I put limiting beliefs in my power to do whatever I want, negative influences that try to say that I am unworthy of happiness. And then here, I now give myself permission to, and I put, be myself, unapologetically, unfiltered, but respectful, to be happy. I choose happiness. I choose to have the most out of life without being shamed. I give myself permission to just be. And then my affirmation at the end is, I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. I honor who I am becoming. I am powerful, I am healing, and I am whole. Signed with love on this sacred night, but I put day, I changed it. Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025, and all. And I, put my signature here, just AB, and then amen, or you can put so it is and so it shall be. So that's just a little something that I wanted to share with you guys today. And that's it, as far as, and I do this every single day, but I have so many worksheets and all, and so many things to go over with you guys. And I really appreciate each and every one of you and your support, and thank you for following me. That means a lot to me. Everybody means something to me and all. And, and the best part of it all is I'm being my real, true, authentic self. I'm not putting an act. I don't get anything out of this or anything other than if I can at least just help impact somebody's life in a very good way and all, then everything is all worth it, because I am 56 years old. And did you know that it wasn't until I turned 50 and my current therapist and psychiatrist and everything, it was because of them that pretty much forced me to deal with my inner issues and everything. Because, back in the 80s and stuff, if you were to go to therapy or whatever, they wouldn't ask you any specific questions and all. Maybe it was because it was like a protocol or whatever, that maybe they thought that it was, they could have been suggestive. So they waited for you to say whatever. But see, nothing was ever dealt with, nothing and all. So it was like stored back because I didn't know what to do. Well, I went to school today or whatever, and they would never ask any questions other than, okay, tell me about your day or your week, and I didn't know what to say. They weren't trying to address the situation of why I was in foster care or whatever, or in therapy or whatever the situation was. So it's been a long journey, and but anyway, we'll talk more. But anyway, you guys, because my dogs are acting crazy and everything. My husband just got up, but I just want to tell you guys and everything, thank you so very much for following me. And please, definitely share my video, please. I say, sharing is caring. And then also, another thing is, pay it forward. And I don't mean buy it with money, but, with somebody else, take time, even if it's one time in a week, it doesn't have to be every single day, to acknowledge somebody, whether they're at the gas station, whether, it's a bill collector. Believe it or not, I talk to bill collectors. I'll talk to them for a long time. It's crazy. But, you just never know who you're going to come across, and whose life you're going to impact in doing so, just from simply taking the time to acknowledge them, because everybody has a story, and everybody, just because they, like somebody might be homeless or something, it doesn't mean that they're any less valuable than the next person, and there's a lot of people that, get away from my car or whatever, or, it's free. Kindness is free. You never know. You can literally save somebody's life, literally, by acknowledging them, because you don't know what kind of turmoil they're dealing with mentally, or physically, and maybe just wow, this person really is really acknowledging me. Who am I, and then they'll be like, okay, they'll believe they are somebody, and they are. Each and every one of us are. So always remember that, and always pay it forward with kindness, please. And you'll see a difference, I promise you. All right, you guys, you have a super awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Until the next video. All right, bye everybody. Peace and be with all of you.